pleasant day of adventure. This is it's the Amazon River. I think we're close to it. This is day number 4. The night's going down. See, night number 4 of the longest, most famous boat ride, bus ride in the world. There's my guitar, broken leg, resting it. Kind of miss Brazil though. Miss Rio de Janeiro. I always miss a place when I leave behind. I still miss Buenos Aires and Rio de Janeiro. Once I do Machu Picchu, I'm thinking of going back to Buenos Aires and Rio de Janeiro. There's so much to do, and just fell in love with it. Really, it's really hard to leave. But yeah, that was last year. That was over a year ago, and I still miss Buenos Aires. I always feel bad leaving the place. Like Che Guevara said in, well, I don't know if Che Guevara said it, but in the Motorcycle Diaries said, there's 2 things I feel when leaving. When we leave a country or leave across the border. It's melancholy and sadness for what we leave behind, and excitement for what lay ahead. That's exactly. I felt heartbroken when I left Rio de Janeiro, to put it pretty sadly. But once you go over that hump, it's alright. But yeah, I had stuff to do in Rio de Janeiro, and I still have stuff to do. But I just broke my leg, and I can't do it with a broken leg. So yeah, it's perfect for you. Just amazing when you just have snacks and your guitar here. And I've just been out into a town in Peru for 4 hours, or more like 5 hours, and we've just been all around the town, just taking it easy. And now we're on the way to Cusco, and then we'll be in Lima by 24 hours. Not really looking forward to Lima. I'm just looking forward to doing Machu Picchu in Colombia. But yeah, this is the longest, most famous bus ride in the world. Leaving Sao Paulo 4 days ago on the Atlantic, and now we're arriving at the Pacific. First time seeing the Pacific. Yeah, I mean, this is a great view. So I think I'll do an introduction to my channel now. My name is Aaron. I've travelled the world now for like 7 years, but I've been everywhere. You know, I've been on holidays before that around the world. So the only place I haven't done is Asia and Russia. That's what I'm going to do after South America, after I rest home. But yeah, I worked in Saudi Arabia for 1 year. Out of all the random places, I worked as an English teacher there for 1 year. Got my experience, and then I worked in Slovakia, and I moved to Mexico, then the Maldives. I had a job in the Maldives, which was heaven on earth. And yeah, I've been doing this. You're all tuning in for this Nofap and all this stuff, you know. It's the secrets of the universe, and there is no secret, you know. It's all about pain and pleasure, and once you give the sacrifice and give the pain, as I said it before in the other video, you get the pleasure later on. I mean, there's no such thing as a free meal, you know. There's no such thing as free pleasure. You know, that's why I always do what I do. I do cold showers every day. I train every day, almost every day if I don't have anything wrong, like a broken leg. But, I do something every day, I learn something new every day, and I've been doing Nofap. I hate that term. I call it Limitless or something. I've been not masturbating, I don't know, since 1999, really. I saw a film called 40 Days and 40 Nights, which just felt right, inspired me to try and go 40 days. And I remember at 15 years old or whatever I was old then, it was really impossible. It was really impossible to go 40 days. I went a week, and I remember I tried masturbating after a week, just over Burke, on, you know, in a bikini on Wild On or something. This video, because you had to record VHS back then. That was our idea of porn, you know. And I remember it felt so good just to stroke, you know, just to stroke and not to come. And that's when I discovered edging, and back in the year 2000. And yeah, I've been doing it on and off since then. I didn't realise its true potential, and it didn't make sense to me. I just did it because I thought it gave you more energy. You know, I just saw it as a challenge, but then I didn't think of any benefits. I actually thought it made it itchy, and it's comfortable. Uncomfortable to be around, because that's what the guy in the film, Josh Hartnett, in film 40 Days and 40 Nights was like. But then I think I started taking it seriously. So I've been doing it on and off, because it's a time where, even like 2003, I just thought, okay, I'm gonna masturbate. And I remember 2004, I got my head down to it, but I never really knew the benefits. But yeah, and then I started to it started to make sense to me. You know, I started to question life and everything when I was in my 20s, and energy, and I became obsessed with energy and chi, and it just seemed like sometimes I could go all day and all night exercising and training, and I was just wondering how far I could take it. And I see everyone around me all having sex and stuff, and then I hear about Nofap catching on, and I realised I've been doing that my whole life, you know, really, because I haven't, you know, I've never been with a girl, you know, everyone's having sex, and, you know, lots of times, you know, I hear about people having sex all the time, and I was used to be jealous, but now I kind of grow old, I'm kind of not, because you realise the act that the world tries to, because, you know, as Socrates said, as in Plato, there's no such thing as a selfless deed, so every living thing on this planet is trying to kill you or get you to spill your seed, and murder's legal, so the way people do it is to try and get you to spill your seed because that's what sex is. People say, oh, sex is, you know, you've got to look at things for what they are before society told you how to judge them. People say, oh, sex is the best thing, you know, and it is probably, you know, it is life itself. It is the only way men and females can share pleasure without lying, you know, and it's the only real thing, in my opinion, when you get older. And it's a shame that people don't realise that until they reach their 30s or 40s, you know, the younger people really waste it, you know, by not realising, you know, and having false friends and being deceived by people, you know, to get sex, and instead of following the one real thing. These trees, this jungle, I've never seen anything like this in England. The past 2 years when I see this stuff, these trees, I just get blown away. Even when I first arrived in Rio de Janeiro, everything was like a jungle, and I didn't even see the beginning of it then. But yeah, this is the kind of adventure and stuff I've been dreaming about for 10 years since I saw the Motorcycle Diaries, and been trying to get out of England, and now I get passive income to enjoy this kind of stuff for free. So that's, you know, finally things turn around. So don't worry, if you don't masturbate, don't spill your seed, and things will come around eventually. Like, I'm not religious or anything, but it's not a matter of fact, but everyone knows that what you put out in the universe, there's undeniable feelings, you know. People feel that what they put out in the universe they eventually get back, and everyone feels that, and that feeling has got to come from somewhere. Feeling is much more important than facts, and once you put something out there in the world, in the universe, it does come around to you. Everyone feels that. I was going to say everyone knows that, but that's not a fact. That's like a feeling you have, and feeling's much more important. And that's the thing. If you spill your life force, you know, which is your, if you ejaculate, you know, and waste it by over a girl's tits or in a condom or a tissue, you feel it. You feel empty afterwards. You feel like an empty tank, and that's because it is you. It's your DNA. It's what you're put into this life. But I don't want people listening to this feeling bad and committing suicide if they relapse, because that's what I fear the most, you know. That's how I feel sometimes, you know. But yeah, that's not the case, because if you know it, that's the best thing. You're already ahead by 99% of others. But yeah, that's the thing. It's not a rat race. People think we're in this rat race to try and be the best, but you never win. You never win. It's all about yourself and being at peace with yourself and reaching that platform where you have total freedom. And not ejaculating helps. Like they're not spilling your seed. It's like this car here. If this car was on a race around the world to win the championship race around the world, like everyone's in this rat race, you've been saying to get out and spill your fuel tank, and that's exactly what having sex is. You know, and that being having masturbating, everyone's trying to deceive you to try and get you to spill your seed. Even society, the world's become overpopulated today, and everyone and the media is all trying to influence people to spill their seed with porn. Everything is porn is in everywhere, media, advertisements, TV, everywhere, and it's manipulating the whole of society to spill their life force, to think it's cool, you know, to think it's hip, you know, to not judge things as they are. What's really hip is to judge things as they are. They should be. Oh, the air conditioning's cut off, but yeah. And if you sacrifice and go, you know, it's not hard work. It's not hard work once you reach that level plane of enlightenment, and it's easy. That's what people think. People are put off because people say, "Oh, it's hard work." But yeah, no, you just gotta. This is where we were last night with these roadblocks. Yeah, you just gotta, I mean, I've been edging, and edging has been kind of like control over sex for me the past 2 years, and yeah, you do that, you don't want to waste your life force. That's what life is. When you have sex and you give a baby, that's life itself. But the whole society is trying to get you to give up, you know, to try and purge the whole of society, because and all the stupid people having sex and the smart people aren't, which is causing this big purge right now, because it's overpopulating the world and just trying to get you to consume capital, you know, to buy and do that with sex and everything. So yeah, I got a lot of shit around because everyone is going to look at me on this coach as the edging's gone off. But yeah, another day, another adventure, Peru, Colombia, then back to maybe Venezuela, just a trip there, then maybe back to Rio, film my dreams, and Buenos Aires probably. Alright, another day, another adventure, guys.